there's one thing this video needs. K-pop!
For me, it's the best meme of Rewind ever. The meme that I always needed, and I didn't know why. And maybe some people actually waking up to South Korea existing and having some kind of issues. Especially at the time where what we're gonna do in this video is review careers of the biggest female band, Blackpink. Lisa has solo career, Rosie has solo career, and Jennie has a single released. So yeah, it's hiatus for them. They're doing things solo now. I don't know what that means, to be honest. But it's a new phase, and we can compare them separately, which is so much easier than actually watching a music video of all of them getting various amount of screen time and props. They're going to be able to explore artistry by themselves. I liked Rosé quite a bit. Giving her the leader title, despite Lisa being the popular one. But I just see the effort, I just see everything done correctly, especially now that she's going solo. She's not gonna K-pop, K-rap, or K-rock. She's gonna K-pop. With the full meaning of the word. So I hope you guys are excited, because I go to nitty-gritty. Everything is worth points, guys. And the number one girl is gonna be number one. Number two girl is going to be number two, which is Lisa. And Jennie is going to be number three, just like it used to be, right? No one breaking the pattern, I don't think. This is what I expect. It is weird to see Hakto girl just kind of spit on everyone else around her, including YouTube Rewind. Why she's so popular, you know? People should ask themselves. Also, to motivate you, this drama already took off. Deadmau5 drama at 100 views. However, I have already covered K-pop on my channel extensively, and I have a second channel to cover individual bands of K-pop and see how interesting they actually are. So far, I have What's Up Chi-Chi, aespa, Ivy, Dolshabet, and I think, well, Hyuna obviously counts. Is that it? That's it for that particular year. And South Korea has provided so much content that it kind of rivals the rest of the world, I would say. But in order to produce this content and produce the most, I don't know, capitalistic country in the world, they don't sleep. You know, they're sleep deprived. They're just hardworking people, absolutely. Even North Korea is not on this list. Holy shit. So basically, South Korea and North Korea are torturing themselves in their own ways. One trying to appeal to Russia, China. The other side is trying to appeal to America, Europe, and we all live together in harmony, and it definitely appeals to me. Thank you. Thank you, K-pop. And it doesn't appeal to me anymore because she died. And there's suicide rates high. There's birth rates low. South Korea will have to rethink its existence past this point, and I think, they're breaking the ice. However, they couldn't impeach the president, but I think this is all just theater for people to think. Like, democracy still existed at that point. So the president's reputation starting to tank because he's creating martial law for 6 hours because he got fucking denied by parliament because parliament has the majority against him. They do this and that, so now they're trying to impeach him, and all his supporters behind his wing, let's see, call it right wing, right? They just leave, meaning that they voted no. It's pretty obvious. Despite crowds of people waiting for impeachment, but it's like, it's meaningless. all of that is meaningless unless there's a real threat going on, so. And everyone is hungry for power, so no one's gonna just give up power. Everything is gonna kind of stay in place until, expiration dates, like everywhere else. That's just that's how democracy works. So I don't know why people are panicking, but it's a lot of work. Unfortunately, I am panicking because I am sponsored by Wisdom Tooth Problems. Absolute pain for 4 days straight. So this sponsorship makes the video quality much lower than it's supposed to be. Or higher. Who knows, maybe I restart the video and make it better now. All I'm saying is a big-ass sponsor that's ruining my fucking life. But at the same time, I had the weirdest dreams back-to-back with celebrities. Mr. Beast shows up every month, basically. It's no big deal. But then Speed showed up like a friend, and it's just like kind of cringe. It's like, I don't want to like that guy. Alright, but he seems to normalize, not bark at people, not be an asshole, so okay, fine. He didn't bark at me. Good dream. And then fucking Simon Cowell shows up. It's sort of the vibe like I've never seen a person like that in my dream ever before. Like, and I face to face, I'm like explaining what it takes to be popular and shit. That it's not enough to just get the spotlight. You have to achieve this like elite performance. I called it presentation. So yeah, guys, we have pretty cool sponsorship today. Funny enough, alright, let's begin. Put these aside and summon the buttons. Rose, Jenny. We warm up, okay? Because there's a little bit more drama to discuss, more things to learn about South Korea, because I found this video. I mean, this channel that just somehow uploaded about South Korea before it even started the drama. How did he do that? Will he upload a follow-up video? What's going on? Literally 6 days later, then South Korea drama begins. But what kind of reason did he found to geopolitics on this thing? And it's just such a brilliant way of making videos. So stay tuned. I also will review this channel on a rocket ship, because it just sounds like one of those really good channels that I want to be subscribed to. Just to be aware of geopolitics, it's starting to get more and more interesting, technically, to me. I am getting mature, guys. What will I do? Not make babies, that's for sure. Not have a relationship. But watch political YouTube videos. And K-pop, let's go. Let's fucking go. So, when I first saw APT, first of all, what the fuck is that? Second of all, who the fuck is that? Yes, I know Bruno Mars, but I don't kind of like him, you know. And then I clicked the video and I like, what is that? But it's somewhat catchy, somewhat reasonable as a music video. It's kind of fun. It's kind of unusual too. The only problem about it is a fucking drinking game, and I'm like, no, don't do that, Rose. You're not that sad, are you? Game start. Not only is it a drinking game, but it's also come to my apartment game, isn't it? I do like the style, so whatever. And Lisa. All of them will compete for the same spots of that. First, second, and third place, and that's it. And yes, Jisoo actually exists somewhere, guys. Blackpink, let's go. So Blackpink, technically, the interesting thing I can do is unite Jennie and Lisa versus Rose, because Rose does so much work, and such high quality work, and has so much personality, and does everything correctly, to the point where she rivals the other three, and defeats them like 3 times in score. But it's enough if she defeats at all in this competition. But I just love it. I love the discrepancy, bro. That the leader destroys the rest of the gang. And that's technically what you can expect. You know, adopting the correct principles will make you that much better. Maybe even 10 times better, technically. Because we don't know what Rosé's future is for. I mean, you couldn't... You look at this and even if you don't like any of this, you know you're gonna expect pop music. And that's it. That's all you need, bro. That's all I need to know. My expectations are just like normalized. And it's a very weird one where this genuinely sounds like Bruno Mars chorus, basically. Or something that he already sung. I don't know Bruno Mars, I haven't reviewed him, so... But it just literally sounds like him. So I would even say, like, he actually had more influence on this music video, and he should take the blame for it not performing as well. But it just went viral, bro. It just went viral over the other 2 girls. Like, Rosé's actually getting her leadership... flexing on everyone with that. You know, like, shit. I love it. I love that. Also, she just stole pink. Pink color. To be proud of that color and just, like, project it in Blackpink. Wow. I did not notice. Fuck yeah, bro. It's literally Blackpink. The color scheme. I love it. I love the entrance. It just has a style, bro. It's just so fucking cool. Korean flags, bro. That's how I feel, bro, about this drama. It's just like, we raise Korean interests. I love this shit, bro. It's so perfect. That's what a leader does. Like, it's pure perfection, bro. This moment, like everything, bro. It's so cartoonish, so fucking interactive, bro. And, yeah, over time you even appreciate this one.
You know the game. Are you ready?
Fucking breaking fourth wall at this point.
'Cause I'm coming to get you.
You know, roast the teammates one last time as we go solo. That's the best shit ever. Beautiful, okay. And again, just to remind you, she pretty much scored like 3 times more, even with her solo videos against the teammates. I think combined. Although Lisa was always second place. It's just like, the pattern is the same. And it's not changing. Like, she's not just giving up on her career or anything. It's still badass. So we have 2 more videos, actually. Which is also proof that she's working very hard. Like, this is back-to-back, 2 weeks across, fucking throwing grenades at this point at the fans. Again, it's still kind of news that Blackpink just kind of split off. That the shutdown music video is about a shutdown. Like, they cleanly declared the end.
Tell me that I'm special.
Well, I did my work, guys.
I look pretty big heart and back it up with evidence.
Oh, no, but I only have evidence that aliens exist. What I'm scared of is that the song has no progression, though. I'm okay with this not being a high production piece, you know, because it's there, it exists. It's kind of like, whatever. But I do appreciate production. Holy crap. And I don't appreciate the stripping away, pixelation, fucking grainy video bullshit. It's too too much, too artistic sludge in that case. So I don't think there's gonna be regression in the song. Like, I think it's gonna be average. Okay, now it's garbage. It's garbage. I'm a weirdo that can actually collect evidence of what I like the most and by how much, just based on spending time, obviously. But right now, I get to choose what to spend time on. Plus, some people are single. Oh wait, that's me too. And single people want to experience relationships from time to time. You know, they have a slot for dating. So, I don't know why I say all of this, but it's related to trying to find the #1 girl, technically. It's the process. No, not the chess. Disgusting. It is toxic. That's correct. Putting chess. Like, I'm so tired of that game, bro. Fucking simulating girlfriend, right? Already. Wow, he clearly doesn't know how to play chess then. What a loser. Yay, let's go. I love it when the full love story happens. That's called a date. How many days? Oh, 6 hours. Fucking Marshall date. You know, as you're breaking up, might as well fucking make up some stupid ass drama. See, I told you something bad is gonna happen over chess. I mean, you see a bored woman and you ask her to do something or whatever, you're toast, bro. Okay, KO, bro. Let's go. Very strong female. Does she have to pay for that? Hey, don't do that ending, alright? No twisted endings, please. Oh, wow, she just did that thing. Yeah, maybe you should not brag about a relationship where it contains vomit. Ugh. No! There was a twist ending, is that it? Fucking crazy, man. As the X guy is crazy. The song sounds pretty good. And it's just like overall a point, just like there's nothing bad about any of this. Break time. So how many things was I able to learn in 13 minutes from this video that I say is legendary, basically? First of all, like, geopolitics is pretty complicated. You have to do a lot of research. And putting it all together in a format where you're just, like, kind of carelessly...
South Korean politicians are more...
Yeah, this is the vibe voice.
They fix their birth rate problem rather than get...
Yeah, so that's a pretty big deal, right? But to do anything, well, yeah, I hope. And technically, North Korea and South Korea could unite on this issue.
Getting to
somehow.
the
main cause, that capitalism, boys.
A place this country they have. It is the worst in the world, and it's recently plummeted down to 0.
I love it, bro. It shows all these athletes and South Koreans are just very good at not making children.
Let alone grow it. And they're at 0.
They're slashing their population into 1/3, basically, over time. It's insane.
0.7.
Over a generation, let's put it that way.
So why do the South Korea is miles ahead in misogyny technology than our model? South Korea has the most plastic surgeries per capita in the world, with over 1.
Jesus fucking Christ.
19 to the having.
Again, capitalism trying to be perfect. But in Asian worlds, you are perfect through lies and deception. That's what it is, bro. It's crazy. I don't even trust the politic thing. I think it's all just a way to grab attention and squeeze one last piece of juice from the rest of the world through attention economy. I hate Asians for being so deceptive, but that's just the nature that you have to accept.
criminalized abortions, and when
It's just the consequence of capitalism overall. Because again, this guy explains, like, you move to greater cities, now all of a sudden your children cannot just pick berries and apples and potatoes and just work in a farm and you get food and all that shit, and they learn how to just work through things. The work is basically in your garden. You don't actually have to go anywhere. That's farm life. You go to city life, and all of a sudden, having a child is a luxury. It's something you have to take care of. Give them stuff to do, teach them everything about like city complex life and situations, and drama happens so much more often because we're living in tight spaces. Just life can get so extremely exhausting and painful. And then demanding too. Like, it feels like you're trying to appeal to a bunch of women with even higher standards, or vice versa, and despite the gender. For me personally, I'm just lost. I don't even know what the fuck's going on and what I'm supposed to do. Like, if you don't have instructions, you're just gonna be so fucking depressed. If you don't have friends and things to do, like, Jesus fucking Christ. Like, you're not gonna have a social life, and that's just gonna, like, really kind of empty you out. Where I might, like, you will still be craving things. Like, I want to make videos, and I want to just kind of semi-socialize across the internet. It's still an option for me. But that will not make me productive. In the world, in order to be productive, but you would also just want to have children. Like, if children would actually be helpful, but everyone is just in capitalism, like independent, and they have to walk away at 18, just find their own path in life. It's just fucking mental, bro. It's so mental. And you have to have a job, or you're not productive either. Like, until these problems are fixed, capitalism is gonna stink. Especially when it pairs people against each other, because, like, we have property and we don't want to share the property because it has value. And the only value we want to give is to a person to have relationships with, but if we're not generating enough relationships, then who the fuck is that person gonna be? Probably the worst of the... Who knows, man? It's complicated. And you don't want to spawn a child into yet another complicated scenario where you have to re-explain everything that you have learned yourself. I have made hours and hours of video. You can just ask a person, if you want to have a child, you might want to watch all of these videos of all the things you don't know about life, just to understand that you don't know this, you don't know that, that is bullshit, that's a lie, that's fucking nonsense. You just wrap your head around all the fucking possible things you don't understand. So that was the break time, guys. Just to comprehend how expensive it is to have a child, not just financially, but like mentally in every single way, because you're trying to protect a life in a vicious world that doesn't give you anything. In actuality, no one's actually going to hand you a job or relationship. Nothing. No one needs each other, almost viciously, but that's just because they don't have instructions of what to do to be productive, to actually get points, get views in a way. Like, actually, YouTube and social media and TikTok now, they enrich our society. They force us to go outside and socialize and create trends, and those trends roll out of control and inspire other people of like, wow, I can actually do this in life. This is a superpower. I can make relationships by approaching people for a stupid video. It's just like, that's it. That's the thing. That's the evolution. That's the next step that, will help us, at least start from the correct point of view. Because the most important thing that people are missing, relationships makes your life cheaper. And if you actually want to succeed in capitalism, you have to have that. You have to have friendships. That's how you're gonna make money. Through friendships. And it's like, if you are a hardcore capitalist and you didn't fucking learn that shit, you didn't learn the core of capitalism whatsoever. The core of capitalism is the thing that is not capitalism. It's always those things that you might actually miss. And it's relationships. So it's obviously like if you're friends with a millionaire, you will have significantly more opportunities than, you know, being on your own and just coming up ideas on your own. If you have investors, you can make games, you can make art, you can sell a banana for $5 million. It's fucking stupid when you have enough friends. You can sell a fucking monkey NFT for $1 million. It's crazy, bro. The world is crazy if you have the right connections and position yourself and hack onto the internet and then rug pull even more money. Even more. It's crazy. What the fuck? What is happening? What even is happening? How do we normalize this? This is all of a sudden the apocalypse. There's no better description than, you know, the moment COVID and NFTs happened, apocalypse. That's it, monkey business. Fucking madness, bro. For B movement, Trump election, everything just keeps accumulating. Hopefully people will find the answer. I am digging for an answer every single day. I want to know, how do we just jump off this sinking ship and start a new, more exciting life where TikTok is not banned in America, but fuck it, you know, don't give them the head start, because they live good lives for these Americans. We have to catch up, you know, maybe I will start making friends, you know, like when Americans are banned from TikTok, bro, or dormant, away from keyboards, we can actually do something interesting. So yeah, the world is changing. It's very interesting to see the difficulties that prevent you from having children, but it's the first one. You know, it's not appreciating the power of relationships, not forcing them to happen. Like, even Tinder is gamified to where even if you spend money, now you have spent money, so they want your money. You have promised that, oh, you want to win in Tinder. Oh, you have money. Give me more money. You know, no one's actually gonna let you win the game and walk away. Like, baking a relationship is crazy difficult, and it's the thing that I don't even have time for. That's the thing. The other commodity is time. Do you even have time to fucking worry about this shit? Technically, it should be your lifelong goal to be nice to everyone and maybe, you know, attract something somehow. But it shouldn't be a lifelong goal to approach people. That's where things get really fucking weird. Even though you would want to. You would want to enter people's lives and just do nice things and exchange information that's useful. You would want to. How do we do that? I don't know, man. So anyways, relationships, guys. Rose is all about it. She shows you that, you know, like what a normal person wants to have in life. What about Lisa? Yes, transition, guys. I am so good at it. We also have 3 music videos, technically. I just don't know what performance means. Probably some trash. Yeah, like Lisa also appears most elite in a way, in her style, but who cares? Still doesn't beat Rose. And I've seen, again, many elite people who just have that. But honestly, she's super attractive. Holy shit. I kind of like this. Oh yeah, because that's not her song. I'm not gonna lie, it's a whole new metagame if Americans get banned from TikTok. Maybe a lot of noise will cancel out and all of a sudden people will actually set themselves up for a relationship, because Europeans are tough people. They're not as destructive as Russians, so Europeans could actually, like, fix their lives. and prepare themselves, sew themselves up for relationships, and attract a lot of people. It's just like this Paris vision of being the source of all love, and it's just like kind of reasonable. Because Europe also like hides a lot of talent. You just cannot actually fully unleash talent because the countries are small, and even if you sing English, you're still now competing to the rest of the world, and it's weird, man. I hate that, but also, work towards making other people get their spotlight as much as possible. That's my goal as YouTube CEO. That's just the most natural thing. You almost like, as a European, you soak in personality. I don't think Americans have as much personality. Just because you grow up in a culture, not in a society that's just yapping about one side or the other. Just gets kind of bored very quickly either. You're born in a culture and you're alone to build your own view of the world as best as you can. And you're just left alone fighting, bro. And I think just Europe is a good place to start relationships. I'm hoping I'm correct. You will never know because like the world is now just fucking dark and deceptive, right?
Make your favorite single one a rap.
No, I don't want. Yeah, by any means, no. But you can rap if you want.
That's my life.
So far, so sludge, man. She's not even attractive right now.
Put it on a calendar, tell me when to.
Yeah, the loneliness, I think, is a two-edged sword. Yes, it fucking sucks to be lonely, but you learn to be lonely. And the moment a girl enters your life, you probably both want to be lonely in private and just enjoy life. And Europeans kind of have that fucking vibe, bro. I myself fucking soaked up so much energy I could just turn into Cupid anytime. If I get viral. Relationship expert, bro. Yeah, because I immediately, like, what are you playing, chess? Fucking weirdos? I'm gonna get bored. Fuck this Squid Game bullshit. I would love if Jenny actually was more active. I feel like she's doing some acting nonsense. I'm not gonna check up on that. She can do her thing. Sometimes, like, at some point, I have fatigue over internet content, especially movies, like watching movies. Especially the Jenny starred in such a movie, it's just pure sludge. You never know when you're gonna get sludge movie just talking about sexuality like it's some kind of cake. Like, yeah, American sexuality thing, bro, that's not relationships. No, it's not gonna make relationships at all. You need a little bit of pressure to craft it, right? It's so fucking cool. The European strength.
Can you teach me Japanese?
Oh my fucking god, why does she repeat that line? This just so disturbing. Ugh. Lisa. Baby face delivering ass. Yeah. What about that, bro? Whoa, where's that? When are we gonna get that one? We didn't get silver, Lisa. Fuck. Give me that. Is this song rock considerably? Otherwise, how is she a rock star? Maybe it doesn't have a shot. Maybe it's dubstep. Fucking dubstep, bro. Oh my fucking god, it's annoying. It is in genre of just like cringe music. No, it's literally rap. It's the most annoying music on the planet. It's rap. So she's just rapper. and lying to you. I told you Asians are deceptive. Another repetition of bullshit. Yeah, now it's artistic sludge. All the way just fucking Lady Gaga bullshit. No, I don't think I want this. Yeah, she's single, guys. Okay, the sponsorship has arrived of the tooth pain, and I have to address it and walk around my apartment in pain and suffering. Fucking cancer. Yeah, shit changes. I'll give you guys this joke. Oh wow, new woman. I need sexual relationship with that woman. Such an NPC song when you put it that way. Oh, a new woman. New to the market or something, right? Escaped South Korea? It just shows how fake it is. Or it will feel fake. Like, from my point of view, maybe people can't fucking get to that level where they actually appreciate relationships, not just try to appear cool in a world of flames. Because everyone is trying to achieve that moment where they can just throw money everywhere and buy anything, and then they can actually start living a life. It's a very weird situation, but it doesn't matter which resource it is. It's always the same story with everyone. And every NPC leader, like Lisa, who repeats the same shit over and over again. I fucking hate that. Come on, man. That's it. 9. Like this disgusting coolness, basically. I think this is just nice, but like Jenny's not gonna be active. Smartest move in Blackpink. What do you mean? There is no Blackpink anymore, man.
It's from her group, but from most idols as well, which is the hunger for music.
Well, they need to be an artist, an actual proper artist, and you just work properly and dedicates enough attention and focus on just crafting things. It's not hunger, it's just like decency.
But what makes me say that? Entertainment announced they were holding auditions in Australia.
No, she's Australian. Fucking crazy. I'm about to make the Australian just fucking demon worlds video. Because shit is piling up. Australia's weird. Even weirder than China. Way weirder.
My dad saw I've changed.
So many Asians live in Australia.
Rose trained under YG Entertainment with YG Entertainment. For Rosie, this month, the album is
There's an album already?
around her previous toxic relationship in their 20s.
Toxic relationship?
Go through career and proving her critics.
Yeah, being the leader of being yourself
and expressing her feelings
is a pretty big deal. Like, she's the leader of the leader, you know? The top leader that everyone looks up to, and it's just very nice.
This that pretty girl, you wanna swing both ways. Mix me with the drum, kill like
At least, like, this rap doesn't sound like shit, you know?
then drum. Sometimes girls just gotta have fun. You this that flaunt. You just pretty girls don't do drum unless we wanna.
Interesting. I find this interesting lyric for sure.
It'll be depending on the day. To be off with a green light all night to the talk. No.
This is the moment I'm like, wait, I think Jenny did a very good job. And I think she actually has the better music video than anyone else that I'm comparing her to. The only problem is she's not active. She does not promise album upon album because that's what it is. I think she is liking just a higher production quality thing and just doesn't give a fuck otherwise. She cares about high production so much that the video actually is 2 minutes and 30 seconds. This is called a short ass song that kind of distasteful, I'm not gonna lie. It's very awkward. Kind of funny. Yeah. Well, this is the only thing that's short and sweet. That's what Sabrina called her album. But as you can see, they can't beat Rose. And that's the end of the video, right? Well, we can't end here. What about South Korea? They're so sad.
Discriminatory laws and the highest wage gap in the world are the Sky Universities, Seoul, Korea, and Yonsei Universities. Whether or not you get into one of these three universities decides your financial and social position in the country. They go to school from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., already 8 hours of classes, and then goes to the private cram school, which usually goes from 6 to 9, already 11 hours of classes, and then the rest of the day is spent studying at home before falling asleep and lacking on sleep. A lot of hellhole called studying.
That's what it's like to live in higher difficulty civilization, I guess, countries. You're gonna spend a lot of time doing weird shit, but at least you're gonna be occupied. And that if you don't lose sanity, you're gonna be fine overall, kind of. I think the way South Korea is portrayed is like you gotta escape and be the smartest kid on the block, but somewhere else. Alright, back to tooth sponsorship, guys. It's always a miracle when the pain stops. Jesus. And I think I stopped it quite significantly. So yeah, actually something is very interesting. I do consider Jenny and Lisa like on the same level, and they literally got the same score. And even though Jenny could do better, but she doesn't do that, right? Jenny leaves a lot to desire, while Lisa gives a lot of cringe.
In South problems, it always comes down to fucking real estate. Over how lives in the Seoul metro.
Yeah, I feel like that's the shift that has to happen. We have to go back to living separately a little bit, relaxing a little bit more. Is crazy. Getting yourself crammed into these cities. It's not actually convenient. There's nothing convenient about it. There's not a single service besides food that you actually need, and computers. When the computer breaks down, you have to know the nerds to save you. But even then, it's nice. Just buy a new one, you know? You should be rich if you don't lose yourself to stress and bullshit.
Metropolitan area, because farms.
I really like the way he puts it, bro.
5-year plan. And the goal was to move these stupid, dumb, illiterate peasant farmers out from the farms and get them into cities where there was big industry and make them make tractors and a bunch of other cool shit. By moving illiterate peasants out from these big farms and cramming them into apartments, the Soviet Union's birth rate crashed. In peasant farmer societies, children are usually encouraged because they're more of a free labor and not as much of a financial burden. However, in cities, raising children is expensive and you also don't get a large family to help with farming. You're all alone in that Samsung factory, resulting in this, where you can clearly see that the fertilized area.
Where the babies come from, they actually come from not cities.
In Vienna's airport, a dedicated sleeper like me will never succumb to the capitalistic
I tell you, this is the best jokes ever.
Of anti-homeless infrastructure. And even though these metal roads were hitting me straight in my hips, I had an amazing 8-hour-long sleep in this
What the fuck?
airport. Just for me to sleep on it, when the only anti-homeless infrastructure that works is giving the homeless homes. And are there
No, capitalism ruins every country because that's the worldview of peasants, is that capitalism is the top dog. But the moment like TikTok generation starts kicking in, guess what? The world will change. The world will want views and personality and coolness and interactive behavior, basically. The world will change so significantly. But it takes the apocalypse to do that efficiently.
Enemy, because what even is this? You know what it would take for the South Korean government to realize that their ultra-capitalist society.
Oh, the government will never realize. They're just gonna listen to the people. And society is what has to realize, because we backstab each other by shitty behavior, by toxic capitalist behavior. Like it's accumulates toxicity within society. It's never the government's fault, unfortunately. We can't blame the government, because it's just a handful of people who kind of make decisions, but they can't influence that hard the population. The shittiest capitalist behavior is isolation, is privatization of everything and owning things and privatizing things. That's the shittiest behavior that every single person is doing. Every single person. Even I myself, I feel sometimes a little bit too ashamed that I hold so much for myself and I don't know how to share it with anyone. But then, you remember that nobody else wants to share either. It's just like, it sucks, but whatever. You go about your day and you survive, and life is hard, regardless. But with technology, things are gonna accelerate and break some ice, and, maybe create some kind of communities. Like, I can make a card game, and people can rally across around the card game, saying that it's better than the competition, whatever. Whoever likes it enough can do that. I can make things. Anyone can make things if they really desire to, especially when the AI is the helping hand that people need. Sometimes there's small gaps that you always needed to figure out, and AI can just let you jump through it. The biggest gap in gaming industry, by the way, is making graphics. And right now, AI can actually just do it for you, just draw things for you, which is great. It helped me, so I'm not complaining. The world is changing, and it's getting better in one regard, in one direction, and it's getting shortened in the other direction. It's getting like sort of when things get toxic, things get kind of loopy and scary and slow, and the progress slows down, basically. It jams the progress. So you can imagine humanity is going this way, but there's a technological movement that's getting faster and faster, and people are going to realize, oh shit, we actually have to reorient ourselves over here. When they realize, like, we're losing, we're going this direction, we're losing. That's it, that's all society has to do, and the change starts happening. So when the apocalypse is happening, that means there's a lot of changes that could happen, but people have to refocus their attention to something that actually works, instead of trying time and time again something that absolutely is miserable. Like staying alone in the apartment forever and bitching about things. Like, I don't want to do that, but I am able to accumulate higher and higher audience by talking about different topics, going all the way across of how I feel, because throughout the day I don't just bitch about being alone and being different and smart and whatnot. I get to look across the world and trends and drama and dissect it and take what I can get, whatever insights I can get. So that's what's going on right now. And again, it's temporary transition. It's gonna happen.
For all their difficulties, such as being an...
See, like this guy is smart. He sees the problems, but a lot of people will take a little bit longer time to recognize the problems, and we have to talk about it just to remind them that we know. You just gonna have to figure out over time. Some people are just ahead because they're smart.
An incel pulling 24
ahead of information.
14 and government-funded matchmaking events to try and get people to talk to each other is not going to fix the fact that even if they really, really liked each other, they wouldn't be able to afford the home because Samsung, bunch corporation.
Yeah, it's monopoly, bro. It's always property monopoly that just fucking ends the capitalism. I'll tell you. Capitalism start trying to steal and enslave people, steal their ability to just live under a roof, get basic necessities. The moment capitalism starts capitalizing on that shit and starts salivating over things that, you know, just straight up illegal, just straight up inhumane, and it's like, well, I can get money from it, but that's inhumane. Money is not something that you fucking should be craving for. It's so fucking much that you actually cripple other people's lives. But that's it. That's what it is. Again, capitalism creates more and more toxic people, and the game has to change for these people to get knocked out. You know, houses could be built fucking using AI technology just out of bricks. Fucking wiring. Is that difficult? It's possible. Fucking 3D print, boys. And then people who own these things, they own dollhouses. Empty. Forever. And again, Chinese market also has done pretty much a very similar thing, right? Just bought up a bunch of fucking projects, invested, and nobody lives there. I wonder why, but some of these projects fucking collapse. It's weird. Chinese housing market's a lot weirder. Because, like, there's so much dead cityscape being built. Like, it's kind of weird.
Because people in Korea get born in the Samsung medical.
Somehow the video just mutes itself. And counts something.
Bribes the president. He owned.
The interesting part is where K-pop is being discussed. The conditions of K-pop. Absolutely
Instagram
fun.
reels are a
Fun to remember.
sour K-pop idol, and when you become a K-pop idol, you are basically signing your human rights away to become a slave for a management company, where you live in dorms with your group members that are about to debut and literally starve yourself as a diet, usually eating about 1,000 calories a day. These women are stronger than most men in the galactic empire, I mean American military, because they eat basically nothing all day and train these dances for 8 to 10 hours a day, aren't allowed to leave without permission, and are not allowed to date anyone. And after 2 to 4 years of training, they might not even debut because their management company will refuse it. So put some fucking respect on K-pop's name. You might not like the music.
It's so good, bro. Now, it's all over the place. Sometimes fucking falls off a cliff as a ragdoll simulate, but very good video. So technically, that's the end of K-pop drama, episode 3. But shit will continue. Especially when people have, you know, different perspectives.
Here's South Korea, and right above it, interesting relationship. One's rich and one's poor, one's a genius, one's insane. But even though there's the constant threat of getting nuked every day, South Korea has done quite well for itself. Not for long. Let's see some crises, Korean crises, to understand who...
Let's see if you can actually predict correctly. The only crisis is just, you know, realizing that fucking capitalism sucks and everyone has to chill. Australia sucks because of capitalism. Africa sucks because of capitalism. Is the same problem across the world. People realizing, yes, you can have money, you can exchange goods, and it's like a very efficient way of living life for a certain amount of time until things get really ugly.
When you look at South Korea, you see Korea as a little schlong sticking out of Asia. But in reality, South Korea is more like an island. Isolationist North Korea essentially has no connection to South
Pretty
Korea.
much.
American soldiers on the
Yeah, I'm intimidated by this video, I'm not gonna lie.
the third most on Earth almost definitely won't. They need their guarantor, the US, to keep them safe, keep them functioning, to ours having a culture of going out with the company for drinks after the day's over, and a culture of working on the weekends like usual. The workers of South Korea just don't have time to raise kids. They're too busy getting more Samsung exports out to the world, and I respect them for that. Kids can be annoying, but Samsung Galaxy Note 7, that's forever. 40% of the...
I mean, them owning the Samsung market, holy shit, that's fucking crazy.
population is alone in a...
I mean, just the fact that South Korea has dependencies does not make them that fucking fragile.
The Samsung Group has over 80 subsidiaries, the largest being Samsung Electronics, which makes everything you think of when you imagine Samsung. But there are, of course, a number of others, such as Samsung SDI, which is an energy company, Samsung SDS, which offers IT and consulting services, Samsung C&T, which is a construction company, Samsung Sports, which owns a variety of sports teams, Samsung Fire Marine Insurance, which, you guessed it, offers fire and marine insurance, Samsung Heavy Industries, which is the world's second largest shipbuilder, and Samsung Life Insurance, which is not shady whatsoever.
Yay, suicide rates. We have them, guys. While Koreans have high purpose in life because they're always being told what to do, my country doesn't tell anyone what to do at all, ever. And we're top European country. That fucking sucks. Switzerland, though? What the fuck Switzerland is doing up there? What the fuck is going on? Now I'm scared.
They have any of their own standardized entrance exams to recruit workers, of which hundreds of thousands of people take annually. The families that control these chaebol are near untouchable, and they are so spoiled that they'll lunch an entire passenger plane just because you serve them their macadamia nuts in a bag rather than on a plate. The Korean government, if any one of them were to fall, it's possible the entire Korean economy...
We would celebrate. I mean, at some point, Samsung gonna fucking fall. Kick them in the balls. Like, at some point, where's the innovation? Why should I buy a new phone? Blah, blah, blah. I think exports make the most money making, right? Yeah, it's very interesting how Apple seems corrupt, but, you know, Samsung is not corrupt because it's far, far away from anyone to see. I'll take some time to reflect of what I've learned and think of what our next step is about, right? Because it seems like everything is obvious, right? Maybe not so much. The fate of K-pop, though. But maybe it is a fragile country after all, right? It has to appeal to the rest of the world so the rest of the world cares enough to protect this little place. I still think there's a more interesting thing to look at. I mean, the darkest thing we can do is obviously investigate suicides. Putting me in a weird spot because my country is also very high. Is that the real drama? Suicide prevention? Suicide forest is on a neighboring island, my friends. We at least know it exists. Another direction to go, which you did not expect, by the way, is making a new language. It seemingly has nothing to do with anything, but these Asian languages are so fucking made up of just logic. Hard logic, bro. And I have just the tools to actually make my own language, it feels like. Another aspect is that South Korea is one of the biggest vortexes, but at the same time, just for attention. And somehow, maybe you can actually monetize your attention to get something out of this. But that also doesn't sound like it connects with anything. Only great speculation can open doors for a next episode, and more suspicious activity can be unlocked. I hit the spot, boys. I hit it. Cuteness. So, South Korea, we can label as women's island, basically. And then North Korea is the opposite, men's island, military and everything. Women. The next thing, and obviously these women like always at war with men and sort of withholding themselves, and it's like the pressure, like the pot is cooking raw. Those women, and the just like popcorn, K-popcorn. That's what we're gonna have. Fucking K-popcorn drama right now. How about that? Pot is cooking. Truly. Like those popcorn just gonna fucking spill all over the world, it feels like. That's why attention matters so fucking much. And maybe you can manipulate Korean language without learning it to just kind of construct your own sentences and whatnot. Like, it's not that difficult to sort of make up words yourself. Doesn't even matter if people won't understand. It's just like, you understand it, and you used those hieroglyphs, right? So all of a sudden you can start learning Korean that way, just by picking those like Lego pieces. Alright, that's great. So now you can send affection to certain people somehow. Pretend to be Korean, kind of, and then impress them with plot twist. However, my speculation hit me in the head on a fucking different aspect. Cuteness killing. That's a thing. By the way, it's a women's island mainly. The biggest clue of this is that porn is banned. That's the biggest thing you can fucking do. Literally the whole industry is deleted from the game. Every country has it, but they don't have it. I don't think they even have access to it. That's the whole point, right? So there's a Great Wall of South Korea, no porn for them. Even though they're so close to Japan, literally the island of porn. I'm not gonna lie, it's fucking weird. But it feels like cuteness, as it is incredibly present, it's also attempted to be killed. This is why Guhara is like so fascinating to me, because she's like the cutest, most colorful person, and was the leader of the group that was able to also be cute and colorful, and then just kind of the vibe has died. This is a clue for the next episode. I think I'm connecting the dots, and we shouldn't be focusing on the men. We should be focusing on like what kind of pressure women put on each other, because it's the suicide that matters the most, right? And it's always going to be women at fault for making terrible decisions and giving terrible advice and creating terrible trends and all that shit. That the 4B movement spill all over America, fucking inspired. It's a terrible idea, but fuck yeah, let's go. But imagine how fucking scary this could get really fast. The cuteness being fucking like predated upon. Because technically it is still a vicious capitalistic dream to be on top of the, leaderboard, so it might just be dangerous. But I want to know more. I want to now open all the suicide cases of K-pop stars and connect the dots, basically. But for that to happen, I need subscribers. I want 100 of them in this channel. There's no escape, guys. That's the bargain. Until then, I'm just gonna be bouncing around from one K-pop group to another with these ideas in mind, because we just got introduced to the drama. It doesn't have to be occurring unless something happens, right? Then obviously I will report and update what's going on. But for now, this thing is gonna be dormant. See you guys next time, and thank you for spending all of this time. Holy crappies. Bye.